So on Christmas Day, Elon Musk decides to wake up, get out of bed, pull his curtains apart, open up the window, poke his head out the window, look up at the sky, and scream at the top of his lungs that he is a raging homosexual. So yeah, Elon basically rug pulled his entire base on Christmas and came out as a mass migrant supporter, advocating for the ethnic replacement of whites, calling white people stupid, and Vivek Ramaswamy ended up joining in on the conversation and calling whites mediocre and lazy. Of course, you had some sub-Saharans join in on the conversation and say that you whites are mad that, an Indian would say that about you, but you guys have been saying this about us for ages. Yeah, because it's true about you. You guys have the highest per capita acceptance of government welfare and aid. Not saying it's true, I guess, about literally all of you, but, I mean, it is about the majority. Who it isn't true about is whites, because white people aren't mediocre. White people aren't white people aren't lazy. You want to call whites mediocre, but mediocre whites built Western civilization and the very country that you wanted to move to because your homeland is a shithole, and that you want all of your buddies to move to because your homeland is a shithole. And your homeland is a shithole because your people built it. And as in built, I mean kind of slothed around and attempted to build something. When you weren't busy literally burning the widows of deceased men alive, you finally got off of your asses and then tried to make some sort of socio-political entity only after being colonized by the British and them bringing you basic pieces of infrastructure and other advancements. Ethnic Europeans, whites, are responsible for 97% of inventions and advancements in human history. Literally. Of course, Vivek does what Indians always do and scammed people, and that's how he made his money. He literally made his money by scamming a bunch of people with a faulty Alzheimer's drug. You may ask yourself, why does Elon want to let all these H-1B migrants in? Especially, there's no way he doesn't know that H-1B visas include things like pickleball instructor and dog walker. There's no way he doesn't know that. You're right, he does know that shit. He just wants to let in a bunch of Jeets so they can all come work for dirt wages in his facilities. He just wants cheap migrant labor. Vivek wants to let in a bunch of Jeets because he is a Jeet, and that's just that. He hates whites just like they all do, and he's just mad that his forefathers got outcompeted by whites in history, so he hates whites and he wants to abuse the current socio-political system in their nations and try and fuck them over as much as possible. Elon instantaneously crashed out, went on like a 72-hour plus crash out, still probably crashing out, over this H-1B discussion, at the slightest mention of this discussion, too. And he's supposed to be Mr. Free Speech platform, open forum, open international discussion forum, and he literally just banned, like, all these people, took all their check marks away simply because they criticized him on H-1B and pointed out how shit these visas are and how shit it is that he wants to, like, that of all these people that would come in are foreigners and they're going to replace American labor with foreign labor. Like, that's dumb, that's gay, and he absolutely lost his shit over people criticizing that and not wanting that. Like, he starts doing the average lib shit stuff, calling people racist and whatnot, and then he has the fucking absolute balls, the fucking just absolute brass balls to fucking say that the people who are against this are woke MAGA. What are you talking about, you fucking dumbass? You're advocating leftist policies and then calling other people woke? Like, shut the fuck up. Stop being retarded. He's literally telling people that he's ready to go to war over this issue, telling people to step back and fuck yourself in the face, and calling people retards. By the way, that step back and fuck yourself in the face is a fucking pop culture reference. Like, you're that autistic that you're spurging out mid-anger? Shut the fuck up. Dude, you literally want to call people woke MAGA and the woke right as you're literally saying you want to go to war with the American ethnos because they don't want to be ethnically replaced in their homeland and they don't want their fucking labor and their jobs taken by a bunch of racial foreigners. High-skilled labor. Yeah, sure. Fucking dog walker. That's high-skilled labor, guys. Elon needs to be fucking deported. He needs to be deported from the West, banned from Western civilization. He can go live back in Africa, and in fact, he needs to go, you know what? No, fuck that. Don't even let the Africans have to suffer his presence. Send him to India. Vivek needs to be deported back to India. Mr. Whites are mediocre and lazy. Yeah, dude, your people have an average IQ in the 70s. Like, there are literal gorillas who have an average higher, like, literal subspecies of primates that have higher IQs than your people, on average. I have heard, though I have not yet confirmed, that Donald weighed in his support for Elon and Vivek and their stances, and if that is the case, I will withdraw all my support from Donald Trump. I'll even take my last video I made on him down.